This is the book of Psalms, chapter 146, verse 3. Put not your trust in princes, nor in the Son of Man, in whom there is no help. Verse 4. His breath goeth forth, he returneth to his earth. In that very day his thoughts perish. Verse 5. Happy is he that hath the power of Jacob for his help, whose hope is in the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, his power. Verse 6. Which made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that therein is, which keepeth truth forever. Bracket the Yahweh, bracket the Yahushai, bracket the Yahweh, bracket the Yahushai. Yahweh is the name who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahushai is his son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Radash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, who well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai's sake. I'm Brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp. And yes, the reason why I brought out the book of Psalms, chapter 146, verse 3 through 6, is that I came across this article today brought to you by the Seattle Times, where the title speaks for itself. It says, why Crown Royal Maxine face a trust gap in southern and northern Israelite communities. And this is the reason why they wrote this article, is because the prophets of Israel are on the scene now, all right? And we're constantly reminding our people why you shouldn't trust, all right, these devils, these Edomites, okay? And you're seeing articles now that they're writing, these Edomites, because they're now doing surveys on our people. According to this article, they're doing surveys and studying, and they're saying rigorous. And I, not to go off on a tangent, I just find it funny. Now they want to listen to the minds of our people, all right, of why and why not they don't want to take the vaccine, all right? Now they want to do surveys and studies on us of why we're so concerned and scared about, okay, this government, which proves that, Esau's scrambling, and he's coming down with all his tricks to try to convince the whole nation of Israel to take the vaccine. But it's not going to happen, man. We're going to put our trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, all right? We believe on the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We don't believe in your medicines and your wicked witchcraft, pharmaceutical, okay, demonic, what's another, system, okay? Because this all goes back to the beast system. So let me get into this article. I want to jump around, but yeah, man, we're getting close. They're gonna push this vaccine out, and then it's the RFID chip, the mark of the beast. If offered a Crown Royal vaccine free of charge, now it's free. Now this is going to be free. All these other medicines that they would provide, you have to pay for, all right? But this one is going to be free. Isn't that funny? Fewer than half of southern and 66% of northern people say they would agree to take it. Right, and this is the 2/3. In fact, I saw this number 66%, and that reminded me of the 2/3 scripture, because when you put in 2/3 as a percent, it's 6.6, right? So it was spiritual, which, hey, Zechariah 13:8, because really, if the 2/3, they're going to, a lot of them here in America are going to take that vaccine, man. All right, and that's proven that you'll take that RFID chip, the mark of the beast. And when that happens, this is your judgment. Zechariah 13:8. And it shall come to pass that in the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. Right. So 2/3 are going to be cut off and perish, because if they're willing to take the vaccine, they're willing to take the RFID chip, the mark of the beast, which is literally knocking at the door. All right? And you're going to be destroyed in nuclear fire, nuclear war, for taking it. Let's go back to the article. I want to get to the point. Right here. It says, getting Crown Royal vaccine to communities of color is especially important because those communities has disproportionately borne the burden of the pandemic. And to be quite frank, all right, if you were to go to a hospital, all right, you mainly see Edomites up in that piece, all right. You really don't be seeing Jake in there, especially when it comes to this COVID-19. All right, but the point is, like, you could clearly see Esau's painting this narrative that we're the ones suffering. All right. Nearly 9 months after a virus exploded in the United States, Jake, Southern Kingdom. Oh, now they threw the Asian, Native American, Hispanic. Wow, they twisted it around. I guess they've been listening to us, because now they put Asian in there now. All right, now they threw in Gad and Reuben in the middle, and then threw the so-called Hispanic. All right, which are all part of the same tribe, Northern Kingdom, but they twisted it around. Goes to show you, man, Esau's been listening to prophets. That's why he's writing articles like this. Still die for more frequently than Edomite patients, which where's the proof? Even as, because here's the proof right here. Even as death rates have plummeted for all races and age groups, the Washington Post found. Right, so the rate, the deaths are plummeting across the board, but yet they still want to push this vaccine on our people. That's why we try to tell our people, man, never trust thy enemies. The prophets are out now, we're telling you. Sirach, or the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thy enemy, for like iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. There you go. Okay, look, they make their own tongue fall upon themselves. Now, they're saying the death rates have plummeted, but yet they still want to force this vaccine on our people. Let's go to, watch this. This is, hey man, this is the devil. And you've got certain Israelite camps, all right, ISUPK, Israel United Christ, telling their congregation to take the vaccine. And when they write stuff like this, like, come on, man. For many Jake people, Southern Kingdom, the lack of trust in the Crown Royal vaccine is rooted in history, some experts said. On one hand, in this country, you have the anti-maxers and the unfounded disinformation they push, said Alexandra White, an expert at Johns Hopkins University. Right, that's the same Johns Hopkins University, all right, that was part of a exercise called Operation Dark Winter, where the military was involved, certain factions within the government were involved, and did a test run if there was a pandemic were to occur in the United States. And it was smallpox and how it spread and all that. And now they're the same Johns Hopkins that's writing articles like this and documenting all the COVID cases and deaths. This is, this is a setup. Who studies the sociology and history of epidemic response. Quote, but what you see from minorities is a hesitancy that is quite rooted in historical reality. The bodies of Jake people were enslaved were used, mainly Southern and Northern Kingdom, but this is Southern. They're talking about enslaved, so they're talking about Southern Kingdom here in America. Were used by medical schools for anatomy dissections. Meaning they were cutting up the body, all right, and doing experiments on it. A lot of the medical stuff you see today, a lot of the science, the modern science you see today from the medical industry, they got it all from experimenting on our people during the time of slavery. This is the devil. Why would you even trust this devil, man? That's and take his vaccine. It's just the Southern Kingdom were used for gynecologic research, experimentation, and sterilization. White noted right. At the meeting last month of Food and Drug Administration, officials and vaccine experts, the worries of several people of color were read aloud from a recent focus group on vaccines. I firmly believe that this is another Tuskegee experiment. I will not be the first in line. I would want to see some data. We are not going to be guinea pigs again. Right, so, all right. And the reason why they're saying it is because the prophets are on the scene, man, and we're bringing up, hey, don't trust this devil, man. And remember what he did, okay? And in the time of when Jim Crow laws were happening, okay? In the time of slavery, all right? Even now, man, putting drugs in the community, weapons in the community. Now he wants to make a vaccine to help you out. Never trust thy enemy. Once again, Sirach chapter 12, verse 10. For many in the Southern Kingdom community, the Tuskegee syphilis study, a secret experiment conducted by the U.S. government to study the deadly venereal disease without treatment, looms especially large in the collective memory, experts said. Right, and it's mind-boggling that you have certain Israelite camps, ISUPK and Israelite in Christ, all right, saying to go take the vaccine. Like, come on, man. They're writing articles on this. Let me see if there's any more on this. Now I'm going to jump to get on you false prophets, because look what they wrote in here. Oh. It says, right here, Howard University President Wayne A.I. Frederick, a physician, said, Jake healthcare providers need to stress the importance of vaccinations in their communities so they feel confident about receiving them. The average Jake cannot give you details of Tuskegee. Their mistrust of institutions, of government institutions, of law enforcement, and that mistrust spreads across our community, Frederick said. He was one of the several leading Jake medical experts who have united to form the Jake Coalition against Crown 19 and held a news conference last week. The study found that Southern Kingdom were twice as likely to trust a messenger from their own racial group compared with an Edomite counterpart, right? And this says, quote, the best messengers are going to be influencers from within their own communities, said Williams from Harvard. And very clearly, personal physicians from minority communities are going to be very important in this effort, right? So here it is. This is why our people, man, you 2/3, you're gonna get destroyed. Here it is. On the outside, it says, I'm gonna read verbatim: Black Coalition against C19. But then he's telling, and he's in Harvard, but he's telling the public, like, yeah, we gotta show our people Okay, we got to have our people convince them, all right, to show trust that these vaccines are correct. So you see how wicked our people are? You have all, you create this coalition, but yet you are for the vaccine. And that's why, man, let me get the scripture out. Because the Lord is got something for your ass. Jeremiah chapter 5 and 26. For among my people are found wicked men. They lay wait. As he that setteth snares, they set a trap, they catch men right. And this is the biggest trap, man. Black coalition against C19, but that coalition is to try to convince and find ways to convince our people to take the vaccine. 27. As a cage is full of birds, so are their houses full of deceit. Therefore they become great and waxen rich. Right. It's all about that money, the bag. Okay? The bag. 28. They are waxen fat, they've shined, yea, they overpass the deeds of the wicked, right? Because they actually set up names that you would think that are against this whole agenda, and yet they're giving out details and trying to convince more of Jake that are in these medical institutions that you need to come together and you need to try to convince, because you're in the medical field. Let them know that vaccines are safe, man. Look, our people are deceitful, man. They judge not the cause of follows, yet they prosper, and the right needing to do they not judge. 29. Shall I not visit for these things, saith the Lord? Shall not my soul be avenged on such a nation as this? Right, and the Lord is going to visit, all right? He's going to have Esau roll in and do damage. Okay? And this is a scripture, 1 Peter, for you Israelite camps that are saying take the vaccine. Excuse me. See how you got to play with these fucking words, man? Because this shit is annoying, man. This is so fucking annoying. But hey, this is part of the battle. Got to do it. All right? But this proves that we're at the end. So this is what makes things so much grander, because we're almost out of here, man. Like, look what they're doing now. This is like desperation. E is the, and he's using our people to, he's using our own people, man. But our people are waking up to this. A lot of them are because of the prophets. 1 Peter 4 and 17. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High Power. Right, those that know that they're Israelites. And those are the ones, all right, and those of you Israelites, a lot of y'all going to get put down because you keep saying take the vaccine. And if it first begin at us, where shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High? Right. Because if you're saying take the vaccine, you're also telling them to take the RFID chip, the mark of the beast, as well. And, this is a last one. 56 and 4. In the Most High will I praise his word. In the Most High power I have put my trust. I will not fear what flesh can do unto me. Right. So, hey, that's why we have so confidence in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, because, hey, we don't give a damn what you people say, whether it be Esau, Edom, or you 2/3, man, because, hey, we've been saying this day was coming, it's coming. Now they're creating all these coalitions and writing articles, all right, trying to convince our people that don't be scared. We know your history. We know, okay, what we did in the past, but things have changed. Oh, they haven't, man. And we hear the prophets are to bring it out. Never trust thy enemy, okay? Because he's showing his horns. And he's got laws on the books against us. Like, come on, man. So Lord was edifying. Hey, Esau's in damage control. He's moving fast. They're going to push out this vaccine. Don't take it. And they're going to push out the RFID chip. And those that are teaching to take it, the Lord's going to destroy you. He's going to remove you. All right? from your He's going to remove you from this earth with death, because you were telling lies and being deceitful. All right, and you did it for the bag. And with that, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Rakak, Radash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, who well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai's sake. Love you, brothers. Keep enduring, keep the faith. We're almost out of here. Keep pushing, keep fighting. To the few sisters that are studying, few sisters that are watching, keep studying, keep praying. Shalom and a Baba Ball. Shalom.